Injustice is a movie. It is the latest Warner Brothers animated film, but I don't know if it's the same people that did. It's not. It's Sam Register. Yeah, he did produce it, but it's directed by Matt Peters, and this has no association with the last few animated DC movies like Superman, Man of Tomorrow, Batman Long Halloween, and Justice Society World War II. This is based off of the DC video game Injustice Gods Among Us and the comic book Year One by Tom Taylor. So I'm not a fan of the Injustice games. I've never played one or two, but I know the storyline. But I also knew that before this movie came out, or not before, but like the initial reaction on Twitter was pretty terrible. And a lot of people said that the characters were all awful or something. And I was like, I still want to watch the movie. So I brought it from the library for free. And the rumors are true. The movie is truly terrible. The film is really short. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes long. It's very rushed. A lot of the character development is shafted. Some characters get completely shafted in more ways than one. But the movie has really bad writing. I mean, the animation's fine. It's packed with action. You get all the characters from the video game. But they sort of like... I hear they sort of stray from the comic material, and so a lot of characters are given a lot of screen time, even though they don't do anything for the plot, like Harley Quinn and Green Arrow. But overall, the story, yeah, it's really rushed. It's almost juvenile. It's almost like caricatures. It almost feels like a 5-year-old wrote this, because it's the equivalent of like Superman go bad and pew 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 pew, and then they fight these people, and then pew, 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 and then in the end, more fighting. And also the ending was pretty terrible too. I mean, I thought they would go in a different direction, but they sort of have this rushed climax, and then everything sort of just ties neatly into a bow. Yeah, it just feels like a really bad caricature of all the DC superheroes. They definitely do some characters dirty, and they don't try to differentiate this too much, but they have a couple of change of character voice acting. The animation's fine. There's nothing wrong with the animation of the action sequences. It's just that the storyline is just simply too rushed. It's, you know, an hour and 20 minutes, and you go from Superman to like Killer to like Tyrant, and not to say that the movie doesn't have some entertaining parts. I enjoyed any scene with Plastic Man and Mr. Terrific. Those two characters were the standout for me. Yeah, other than that, the movie is pretty disappointing. It definitely is rushed and just badly written. So I give Injustice a 3 out of 10.